I just thought this was kind of interesting. Over here, we've got all that really deserty area. And then if I just turn around, we're back here in this like green forested mountainous area. Today is Sunday, June 14th. We're probably only 1 mile or two so far today. The overall goal is to hike about 20-ish miles. I'm gonna put us at like Sawmill Camp or something. Sounds like a decent place to camp. There's supposed to be a water tank there. It's a bit off trail and apparently uphill, so some people find it a bit of a pain to reach, but again, there's water and I just like dry camps. So yep, about 20 miles is the plan for today.
Your hand is so sweaty, it's gonna be covered. Clean up in the spring. Smells.
I think they said one of them smelled like sulfur or something.
So we just passed mile 500. That was a pretty big mile marker that we were looking forward to. Feels good to pass it. We are pretty tired today. We've already gone over 20 miles. We originally planned to camp at 20 miles, but decided to press on a few more since there was another campground with water nearby. We have about 3 more miles to go today, so another hour of walking.
We made it a bit farther today than we were originally planning. Probably, I don't know, 4.5 miles, maybe 5. So we are stopped here where there's a giant concrete water tank. This one actually happens to be empty, so we weren't able to get water here, but just a little bit back farther there's a plastic cistern that appears to collect rainwater, so we still have water at this camp.
This is our latest water source. We think it's mostly rain that's collected, that it falls on the metal, and then it's slanted, so it all goes down into a pipe and then is held in this tank.
Here we are eating dinner. Now that we've been on the trail for almost a month and have passed 500 miles, I think we can officially consider ourselves at least serious tempters at a thru hike. Since we haven't completed a thru hike yet, we can't consider ourselves thru hikers, but I think it's, at this point, we can safely consider ourselves, serious attempters. Yeah, all that? Yeah, barely eating.
This was the support vehicles campsite. So before we leave the campsite, we wanted to get some clean water because they have clean water here for drinking, and when you're living in your car and camping all the time, you need water. And so we have these jugs, so they're really good jugs. And we have to fill them with water, but it's 6 gallons, and that is not a very fast flow. And the other thing is the jug doesn't quite fit in the sink in the right spot, so you have to hold it the whole time. Okay. Oh, it's over. I found a way where I can use the spout to go into there, and then pour it into the spout, and that way I don't have to hold it the whole time. But it's still really slow. This is going to take a long time. And I do have to hold the faucet on. If I let go, the faucet stops. Otherwise, I could just start it filling and walk off. But we'll be here for a while. Today, we have to go back to Hiker Town to meet the other guys at around 4, I think they were guessing. Also, at some point we need to run to a grocery store, buy groceries. We have to go into Bakersfield to an Amazon locker and pick up an Amazon order. But before we start running around and doing stuff, I was just going to set up and hopefully finish editing the last video quickly today. Okay, I am currently outside of a supermarket that has an Amazon locker inside, and I'm going to go in and get an Amazon order from an Amazon locker. So far on this trip, we've ordered 3 different things to Amazon lockers. They are really convenient if you don't have a permanent address.
So today is Monday, June 15th. Currently, this is kind of that pipe aqueduct walk. Technically, I think the pipe now is fully underground, just off over here a bit. We've been walking on the road just because it seems easier. But I believe this here is what remains of the pipe, so it's more or less fully underground at this point. I believe we'll be climbing those hills probably sometime tomorrow or the day after. And those are the hills that we probably were in just earlier this morning. Somewhere along there. So, yeah, pretty much just smooth sailing right here. Flat and straight and direct, something which the PCT doesn't do frequently. So here we are at Hikertown. It's a pretty cool place. I think it's just somebody's personal property, their house and all, but they've built in a bunch of really small buildings that you can use as rooms, and they made them all gave them like names and stuff, so it looks like a small town. It's a pretty cool place. Here you just get some helpful information. And then this is the first little building that you can stay in. And I believe all of these are free for hikers. There's, I believe, a donation box somewhere, which I'll have to find later. But, yep, they just have a bunch of these little buildings you can stay in, all of which are decorated and given some sort of name. There's a place for cars to park or trail angels to come pick people up to take them to town and the like. So they provide free Wi-Fi as well. And you get good cell service here. I believe that's probably the house of the person who actually owns this. This is where Jerica is staying. So, as you can see, not a large room, but definitely perfectly adequate, and you get a bed, so that's nice. And there's comfortable chairs. This is a nice small little building. This is where I am staying. No dresser, but I don't really need one. So there's a hiker shower over here. Don't click and things in it, so it's film, fairly basic. Turn on propane, I imagine, for hot water, and yeah. There's also a garage which I believe has showers and, well, showers and a sink or something in there, but there's other hikers in there, so I'm not gonna go check out the garage. Yep, so that's Hiker Town.